macaroni and cheese, and we are in the cheese aisle. And I usually get like a sharp cheddar, you can see it, and a marble jack. But they have it cut up for you already. How creative is this? So I'm just gonna get this one and this one. Very convenient, already cut up for you. Now we are in the pasta aisle. Usually when I make macaroni and cheese, I get the elbow, but I kind of figured now that I like this one because the cheese goes inside here and it is so freaking creamy and delicious. So just get one box of this and some more cheese. You will need some Velveeta. The one I get is down here. I get sharp cheddar. So yeah, you can use the plain Velveeta, which is like here. But I like the sharp, so let's grab this. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna make some homemade, very simple macaroni and cheese. You see right here, we got all of our cheeses. You can use any cheeses that you like. Me, I prefer mild cheddar, Colby and mozzarella jack. And for the Velveeta, I use sharp cheddar. We're gonna need just a spoonful of butter, some heavy whipped cream, some evaporated milk, and regular milk. And you can use any shells or any pasta, macaroni shells, whatever they want to call them, that you like. When you're doing these or any noodles, you want to boil them. But when you boil them, you don't want to cook them all the way through because you still have to put them in the oven for about 40 minutes, 30 minutes, depends. But you don't want to cook them all through. So let's get ready to make this. Okay, so get a saucepan, any type of pan that you would prefer. I'm going to use 1 cup of heavy cream, or heavy whipped cream. And then I am going to add in, I don't even know how much this is. Let me see. I think this is maybe 1/4 of regular red top milk. And you want to have your heat on low. You don't want to burn your cheeses up. And I am going to use about let's see, of half of evaporated milk. And then here we're going to just add a little pinch of salt. And then we're going to add our cheeses in. Some of this butter in. Oh, I forgot to mention to you guys, we will need 1 egg. I always forget to mention something, huh? So we're going to use that and give that a quick little whisk. Let that butter melt down. And then we are going to add in our hard cheeses. I call like these ones the hard cheeses because Velveeta melts very fast. So add in those. And I swear, for macaroni and cheese, you can never have too much cheese. That's why it's called macaroni and cheese, because you need to cheese it up. If it ain't cheesy, then it ain't macaroni and cheese. So let this cook down and just stir it. Don't let it sit on the bottom. You don't want to burn your cheese. So let this melt down until it's melted. So maybe 5 minutes. So it's been about 7 minutes actually, and it's still melting. As you can see, it still has little chunks in there that haven't fully melted yet. So I just kind of whisk it on around, just whisk it, and keep your heat on low because you don't want to burn your cheese. But give that about another 4 minutes until like all this is melted. So I think now it has finally melted for the majority of the part. Now I'm going to use about 6 ounces of the Velveeta, and I'm just going to add that in. I'm going to cut them into little chunks like so, and just add those on into there and kind of let that cook up also for about until it's melted. I can't really tell you the time actually. Until you like see no more of the Velveeta chunks in there. And then after that, we're like pretty much finished with at least the sauce. The cheese sauce, that's what I call it. And give that a good little turn. And kind of just stir it and let it do its own thug dizzle and get nice and cheesy for us. So it's about 3 minutes now into putting the Velveeta in. Still got some chunks there. And just kind of whisk it, kind of help it mix around, but it should look something like so. It should be kind of thick. You want it to be kind of thick. At least I know I do. But whisk it up, help it get mixed around there. Mix it on up, mix it on up, help that cheese melt. Let's turn it into perfect cheese, liquid gold. Perfect. Still give it like another 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, so it's pretty much melted down. Like the little chunks, if you can't get them, they'll eventually melt in the oven because you don't want to burn your cheese trying to get every last clump of cheese. But that is the cheese sauce. Now I'm just waiting for my noodles to boil and we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so while the cheese sauce is still just simmering, I'm going to take 1 egg and I'm going to just whisk it. It depends on how much you're making it for. You could probably use 2 eggs, but I'm only making this little pan, so. And I'm just going to sprinkle the raw egg over the noodles and just give it a nice little mix. Make sure it kind of gets everywhere. Oops, one guy popped out. So like so. Okay, all the guys want to pop out. Make sure you get down at the bottom. These little things are just popping out. And then we're gonna drizzle the cheese sauce on, and we're gonna actually use a little bit of where is it? Pepper. Okay, let me make mine little. Okay, so like so, just a little bit. Okay, my crushed pepper was taking too long, so I just decided to get some regular pepper. And a pinch of salt. Oh, if that wasn't pinch, we're not going to sprinkle all that on there. And paprika. Just, you know, just a little bit. Boom, like that. Mix that on up. And we're good for our cheese sauce. Okay, so now our cheese sauce is ready to drizzle on. Look how beautiful that looks. Okay, now I'm just gonna stop it right there and just mix it on up. Oh, I cannot wait to eat this cheese. Mac and cheese is like my favorite. I love it. And I love it extra cheesy. So we're going to add the rest of our cheese on there. Mix it on around. And I want all that cheese that's in there. Every last drop of it. I want it. We ain't got time to be wasting no cheese. Look how cheesy this is going to be. And the best part about these ones is that it gets inside, like this noodle in the inside. Oh my goodness. So when you bite it, you get like a burst of the cheese sauce in the inside. Man, oh man. Boy, I tell you. So that is good right here. Let me get this side. Just make it even, kind of, sort of. I even just ate the cheese sauce right off the spoon. And me, this is an extra. You don't have to. Just, you know, drizzle a little bit more cheese on top. Just like that. Boom. Chocolata. I'm gonna add just a drop more of paprika. And we are gonna cover this and put it in the oven on 350 for about 30 minutes. So here's the macaroni and cheese about, I would say, 15 minutes in. And what I like to do is you can leave it like this and enjoy it. Still really good. I just want to take a bite of this. Or you can put it back in the oven and put it on broil. There I go. For about another 5 minutes and get that nice crispy brown that's usually on top of the macaroni and cheese. So that's what I'm gonna do for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna see where we're at. So we are pretty much done with the macaroni and cheese. You can eat it with anything you choose to. Don't let this burntness on top fool you, because if you dig in there, it is so delicious. Like very, very good. So let me know how you guys like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more.